On the news at 10, we are staying with developments in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where rescue operations are still ongoing at the site of Tuesday's explosion. As it stands, one more body has been recovered from the rubble, taking the death toll to 4. However, 24 hours after the incident, 48 hours actually, families are still searching for their missing relatives. Olaide Oyewole has more in this report.
It's day 3 after the deadly explosion that affected the Bodija area of Ibadan, and search and rescue operations have not stopped. It's a case of different strokes for different folks, as some victims try to salvage their belongings from the wreckage. For others, they would give anything to see their missing relatives alive. This young woman, after 3 agonizing days of searching for her missing brother, now finds herself overwhelmed with emotion, uncertain about the fate of ever meeting him again. With the intervention of the rescue operation team lead, she was pacified.
We may not be able to identify them. So what I'm doing, I've brought in a forensic pathologist. All those people that you see that are excavating, they are holding.
The medical team assures that many of the injured victims are responding to treatment.
But I can tell you that as of yesterday, there were 77 patients that were accounted for in the private hospitals and the University College Hospital. But as of this morning, more than half of that number have been discharged for minor injuries. 5 patients were managed at the University College Hospital for relatively moderate injuries.
He also confirmed the recovery of a new body from the rubble.
The corpse that was recovered today, she had actually helped her landlady, she's a carer, helped the landlady out, the woman with a fractured tibia and fibula, and she came back into the house. And it was actually on getting out that there was the collapse of the segment of the building, and she sustained what we call an impalement injury.
As the search and rescue operations continue, anxious family members yearn for any sign of their missing loved ones, and also hope that perpetrators of the act are brought to book. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Meanwhile, the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Mustafa Habib Ahmed, is asking Nigerians to be vigilant and report shady activities within their environment to forestall disasters of all kinds. The NEMA DG gave this advice in Ibadan when he visited the explosion site in Bodija to assess the level of damage caused by the disaster.
Regulatory bodies must all sit up. Where we have people keeping piles of explosive in a residential area is not acceptable. Disaster management is everybody's business. If you see something, you say something. If you see something, you say something. We are not on ground zero. We have lost more than 58, about 58 houses are damaged. We have lost, about 3 lives have been lost.